Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for Zodiac Signs. And this is for the month of October 2017, and it is especially for you coming from Aries. So let me give my Kabbalistic tarot cards a bit of a shuffle. And the first card that I'm going to pull is going to be for the first 15 days of October. And let's start with your area of romance. It's going to be a pretty difficult first 15 days. And if you have found a romance in the first 15 days of October, don't celebrate too quickly. Do some research, go slow, find out more about that person. It's going to come with complications. And if you have an ongoing romance, be cautious that the romance is going to be stretched and stretched to weaknesses. And so is you who is listening to me. The card points out that difficulties in relationships, in communication, past problems and past issues coming up, a bit about financial issues as well, being very touchy, or maybe investments gone wrong. And so in your romance area, watch out that all these issues can become bad. Now regarding your marriage area, the situation remains difficult and it produces conflict because of past problems or past issues coming up. Arguments and quarrels are also seen. Don't be rebellious and definitely don't want to talk about issues which are very touchy. It's you who is listening to me. So stay away from whatever is going to be said or done by you which can cause friction. Don't say or do it. If it's your romance partner bringing up these issues, then be very cautious. Now, regarding your marriage, further to talk about it, it brings sudden and unexpected problems as well. So in your marriage, I repeat, past issues, financial issues, differences of opinion, arguments, and even some danger of unexpected new problems. It's not going to be everything, but somewhere around there. So I hope it's not you bringing it up. Try to keep the temperature cool in your marriage area. If it's your marriage partner or your romance partner who is creating all these problems, just take a step back. Tell yourself it's only 15 days. I've got to somehow keep the pressure down. Now regarding your career and your job, it's going to be a very difficult 15 days. You can get very bad news. You can be a person who is not in favor with your bosses or with your colleagues, and therefore no support is seen. You have to be careful that your past performances are going to be brought up as discussion, and this can be a problem for you. Don't get into arguments or quarrels unnecessarily, and be careful that if you are involved in some relationship with somebody that you are working with then watch out, some trouble is brewing there as well. Regarding business, it's going to be tough going in the first 15 days. There's a lot of issues which are showing hurdles and obstacles and being defeated if you are chasing for new contracts. So go slow. Don't grab anything for the sake of being desperate in areas of business contracts. Be careful of the contacts you make. They may not be very stable. Now later on, I'm going to give you your lucky dates and I'm going to talk to you about health and other issues, so don't go away. This card that I've just pulled is for your last 15 days. And for your last 15 days, let's talk about your romance area for you coming from Aries. There is some help coming from your last 15 days. Only one planet is trying to help you, but the others are creating still problems. So you are at about 35% or 40% of good luck and 60% of trouble in the areas of romance. So if you do find a romance in the last 15 days, don't celebrate too quickly. Look at the past history of this person. Look behind the scenes. See the motives of this person. There is some problem there. Take your time and you can rectify this. I'm not asking you to write off the romance, but just be cautious. If you already have a romance, then this romance can find some kind of depression or some kind of unhappiness. Unexpected issues are seen to trouble you. Don't dominate or don't bully or don't be pushy. Otherwise, you're going to be, in return, pushed around as well. So try to be considerate, try to be supportive, try to be helpful to your partner, whether romance or marriage, and that way you will do much, much better. And don't allow siblings or parents to interfere with your marriage, because they are not going to bring solutions, they are only going to add more problems. So last 15 days, romance and marriage issues still touchy, but some improvement taking place. Let's talk of your job and your career. Some improvement is there. Now the situation is more manageable. The bosses at your place of work, the colleagues are more appreciative of what you do. So there's a marked big improvement from the first 15 days. And so your last 15 days in job, you can attract good news. But I see the card shows planets. Kabbalistic cards show planetary signs and zodiac signs. That's why I like to use them. And so these signs show that there are many slow planets there. And so whatever you want will only come very slowly. So be patient in your area of job or career for the last 15 days. If you are in business, then be careful that you'll have to wait and wait and wait, because delays are seen for good news. The decision making by those who want to give you business is also very slow. Past issues are cramping your style, but the last 15 days you are going to make some inroads to get what you want to the level, I would say, of about 40%. So go all out in the last 15 days. You are making some progress, but don't expect everything that you expect in that way. Okay, your general finances, I would say, for the whole month of October are quite tight. So you don't want to splurge on unnecessary things. Now I'm going to talk to you about your lucky dates. Now your lucky dates which I've chosen for you, coming from Aries for the month of October, with all these planets who are gone against you, would be the 2nd, the 11th, the 20th or the 29th. There's something special about these dates for you in the month of October. They bring peace, they bring harmony, they bring the mind being more settled, your actions becoming soft. So with all these aggressive planets in the month of October that trouble you, I'm looking for a way out on the 2nd, 11th, 20th and 29th to improve your romance or your marriage or your job or your business, whichever is most important for you. Morning, noon, afternoon and night. Just use these periods to rectify and to meet people, and you will be on a much better scale. Now I want to talk to you a little bit about health. You coming from Aries for the month of October, blood pressure is going to be an issue. A lot of stress is seen. Some danger of accidents because you are going to be reckless when driving or showing your temper or moving about in a place where you are exposing yourself to risk of some kind. So play safe. And lastly, be careful of your lungs. There's something about your breathing shown here. So if you're having some breathing problems, go and see a specialist. Is it asthma or is it bronchitis or is it lung infection? Go and have a look at that. Okay, and that's my advice for you for the month of October. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session with me. It's going to cost you US 50, but it's going to be for your next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. And I will use your date of birth and your time of birth. I will look at your palms. I will face read you. I will use Kabbalistic tarot cards if you want in the 90 minutes. It's going to be a very in-depth next 5 or 6 years in all areas of your life. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email. If you're interested, let me know and we can discuss certain things. And when you want to do that, we'll formulate a date and I wait for your contact. Until then, thank you and good luck.